The Millionaire Lifestyle of Nick Kyrgios. Hey guys, Luxury Plus welcomes you back. What do you think you'd be doing if you were at a place where Nick Kyrgios is? Well, if you don't know the answer, then here's the Millionaire Lifestyle of Nick Kyrgios for you. Trust me, you'll be surprised to know his early life, how he makes millions, and importantly, how he spends his millions. Nicholas Hilmi Kyrgios is a professional tennis player from Australia. As of June 2021, the Association of Tennis Professionals ranked him at 58th in the world in men's singles and the third highest Australian in the ATP ranking. 6 ATP titles have been won by Kyrgios, reaching 9 ATP finals, including the 2017 Masters Cincinnati. At the 2013 Australian Open and the 2013 Wimbledon Championships, Kyrgios won the boys' single event in his younger career. Kyrgios reached the fourth finale of the Wimbledon Championships in 2014, overcoming the world's number 1, Rafael Nadal, and world's number 13, Richard Gasquet, and the quarterfinal of the Australian Open in 2015. Kyrgios is the only third player to beat Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic after Dominic Thiem and fellow Australian Lleyton Hewitt. Kyrgios has a reputation as a talented but volatile player who often has problems with his on-site behavior. Kyrgios, for his conduct at Cincinnati Masters, was fined $113 on August 15, 2019, the fine that set an ATP record. That was just a summary of his career. Now we're diving into his lifestyle, but before we begin with the topic, just make sure to subscribe to Luxury Plus, as you might not want to miss out on any videos we post. Stay tuned, and here we begin! Personal life. Kyrgios was born to a Greek father, Georgios, or George, and the Malay mother, Norlalia. He began his personal life in Canberra, Australia. His mother is a computer engineer and he's an independent house painter. His mother was born in Malaysia to the royal family of Selangor, but after she moved to Australia in her 20s, she lost her title of princess. He has 2 sisters, Christos' brother and Halima's sister. In 2012, at Darramallin College in Canberra, Kyrgios attended Radford College and completed his Year 12 certificate. He's an Orthodox Greek Christian who wears a gold collar always with a cross. In his early teen years, Kyrgios also played basketball before focusing only on tennis at the age of 14. He was awarded a complete baccalaureate 2 years later at the Australian Sports Institute, where he could develop his tennis further. In 2013, Kyrgios moved from Canberra to pursue his career with better facilities and successful partners. 1 year later, the ACT Tennis Company announced the rebuilding of the Lyneham Tennis Centre in Canberra for $27 million, intended to attract the Kyrgyz people to their own homes. Kyrgios had been in contact with Ajla Tomljanovic, a Croatian-Australian tennis player. After his loss at Wimbledon 2017, they broke up briefly when Kyrgios took pictures of dancing and clubbing with other tennis players. At the 2018 Australian Open, he confirmed their relationship, but then they broke up. He was briefly involved with Russian Anna Kalinskaya before establishing a new relationship with Chiara Passari in 2020. In May 2021, the Australian Ninja Warrior TV series, Kyrgios was announced as a commentator on the upcoming season. Kyrgios became vegan in 2020 when he said that he can't bear to see the animals suffering. Junior career. In June 2010, in Fiji, Kyrgios won his first ITF Junior Tour. In 2011, he began his junior Grand Slam debut at the 2011 Australian Open, competing with a more regular sport. In 2012, he won a double junior Grand Slam title and rose to the 3rd World Junior, although he was injured and retired from the Australian Open men's wildcard playoff. With Wayne Montgomery defeated at the Terrelgin International Final, he was the number 1 junior in 2013. Professional career. Between 2012 to 2013, he was on the steps to turn pro. Kyrgios won the first set at the Australian Open 2012. Still, his opponent, Mathieu Rodrigues, crossed the second and third set to defeat him in the first round of the qualification match. In the Australian Games at the end of the season, he reached half-final and quarter-final. The year ended with an 838 individual ranking. Fast forward to 2021, he came back after a hiatus, tournament withdrawals. Kyrgios lost to Dominic Thiem during the 2021 Australian Open in the 3rd round, although he had 2 love groups. He was to play in Mallorca in April, Kyrgios said. He also announced that he was going to play in Stuttgart, but he retired from both tournaments. Kyrgios joined Wimbledon in 2021 and won his opening match against 21st seeded Hugo Humbert in a 5-set game lasting 2 days. Kyrgios won the competition. Endorsements. Kyrgios signed up to several companies including Yonex, Nike, and Beats. During his 2015 disputes, bonds distanced themselves from Kyrgios. After Kyrgios had been suspended and fined for tanking in Shanghai 2016, Malaysia Airlines ended its partnership. The athlete's direct publishing site, Player's Voice, is founded by Kyrgios and has invested financially in the digital platform. Net worth and spendings. The wealth of Nick Kyrgios is $10 million worth, and that's an enormous value. Kyrgios earns vast amounts, like many star athletes, through sponsorship deals and backing. So how does Nick Kyrgios spend his millions? Nick Kyrgios is not shy about spending the millions he earns as one of the top tennis players in the world. Real estate. He also owns property in his hometown of Canberra and the Bahamas. Executive Style reported in 2018 that Kyrgios helped his family purchase a holiday home in Tuross Head, Australia for $583,000. After the first round in Wimbledon, the tennis star Nick Kyrgios might spend some indoor spending on the South Coast. Kyrgios recently purchased Tuross Head holiday home with views from almost every window. They were charged $583,000. The family could spend a weekend at the 5-bedroom beach house because they lived 200 kilometers away in a home in the 1960s in the Watson suburb of Canberra. Only a few blocks away from the sea, between the two lakes of Tuross and Koila, halfway between Moruya and Narooma, lies the 2-storied house on a 930 square meter land. The family fishing village is known as this. The only star is TV fisherman Steve Starling. It was home to Eva Mylott, Mel Gibson's grandmother, at the beginning of the 1900s. The Tuross Head Tennis Club Incorporated, which has 4 synthetic grass courts with lights, has been operational since 1980. The club membership is $35 per year. The Bag Brick and Hardy Plank House were constructed in 1995, last traded for $448,460 in 2005. The Hooker marketing system has been renovated and extended. LJ Hooker Moruya agent Gary Robertson has sold an initial $639,000 priced house that hit the market in late 2015. The median price of the 4-bedroom Tuross Head house is $470,000. Over the past year, approximately 70 sales in Eurobodalla Shire range from $200,500 to $870,000. The beach house was bought by Kyrgios Family Holdings, a company where Nick and his grandfather George shareholders are equal. George is the manager of the company. In its first-round match, Kyrgios, world number 20, with a long-standing hip injury, retired from Frenchman Pierre-Hugues Hubert when 2 of them set off. Car collection. Luxury cars have been a popular purchase for 24-year-olds. Last year, Kyrgios splashed out $300,000 on a Dodge Demon, a car famously used in the Fast and the Furious movie franchise. He also reportedly owns a Nissan R35 GTR worth $200,000 and a Mercedes sports car valued at $180,000. Fashion. Kyrgios enjoys his fashion too and is regularly pictured wearing high-end brands such as Jordan and Tommy Hilfiger. Fines. He has a lot of fines under his name despite all the luxuries. For various or other instances of improper behavior, Kyrgios has also been warned off and fined. He received a penalty of $4,926 for audible obscenities and squashing at the 2015 Australian Open. Fined $12,470 for unpleasant behavior and €2,625 for 2015 Wimbledons. Fined a $4,370 for swears at the 2016 Australian Open. He also took a phone call while on. At the 2014 American Open, he was also fined by Wimbledon with $4,926 for audible obscenity and squash. So with this, we've come to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and make sure to stay tuned to Luxury Plus for more captivating videos. See ya!